Ireland is an island in the North Atlantic. It is separated from the Great Britain to its east by the North Channel, the Irish Sea, and the St. George Channel. Ireland is the second largest island of the British Isles, the third largest in Europe, and the 20th largest on the earth. Ireland is famous for its marvelous views both on the land and sea of Ten, referred to as the Emerald Isles. Ireland has vibrant cities tucked beside cozy bays and sheer cliffs. Ireland is where snug pubs, pinks of geniuses, and shots of Irish whiskey go hand in hand with hardly Irish home-style cooking. Ireland is known as the Emerald Isles. This is because of its lush greenery and rolling hills. Ireland is known throughout the world for its vast amount of castles. Ireland's history is dotted with wars and violence, so castles were built to protect the families of invaders. Ireland is a very safe country to visit. Compared to the other European countries, crime is relatively low, and the crime that does not happen is mostly fueled by alcohol. So you should avoid roaming alone along island streets late at night, and here are the top places to visit in Ireland. Number 1. Dublin. Dublin, capital of the Republic of Ireland, is on Ireland's east coast at the mouth of the River Liffey. Its historic buildings include Dublin Castle, dating to the 13th century and imposing at St. Patrick's Cathedral, founded in 1931. City parks include landscapes, St. Stephen's Green, and huge Foynes parks containing the Dublin Zoo. The National Museum of Ireland explores Irish heritage and culture. Dublin is a warm and welcoming city known for its friendliness for its people and famous for its class, the mixture of repartee, humor, intelligence, and acerbic and diplomatic insight that has attacked writers, intellectuals, and visitors of centuries. Each of the many bridges at the spans of the river has its own history and style, whether you can fancy Michelin-star dining, cozy cafes, tasty Irish classes, the best in the world cuisine, bursting food markets of fresh seafood straight from the coast. Dublin is a place where something to suit all tastes. Dublin is the capital and the largest city of Ireland, situated on the Bay of East Coast at the mouth of the River Liffey within the province of Leinster. Number 2. Galway. Galway, a harbour city on Ireland's west coast, sits where the River Corrib meets the Atlantic Ocean. The city's hub is 18th century Ige Square, a popular meeting spot surrounded by shops and traditional pubs that often offer Irish folk music. Nearby stone-clad cafes, boutiques, and art galleries line the winding lanes on the Latin Quarter, which retains the portions of medieval city walls. Galway's coastline is a part of Ireland while Atlantic Way. Galway is famous for being the festival capital of Ireland, hosting an average 122 festivals and events per year. Although Galway is often cited as being the fastest growing combination in Europe, it was relatively slow to develop. Galway, one of the largest cities in Ireland, situated on the west coast of Ireland, has a complex history going back to around 800 years. The city has the only medieval city in the province. Galway is well known for vibrant pubs and nightlife, and that is not the only during the Galway races. The city has something for everyone. Either it is traditional music, pubs for relax and listen to some nice music, or heading the nightclubs like Tartan. 3. Cork. Cork is the second largest city in Ireland, located in the southwest of Ireland in the province of Munster. Following an extension to the city's boundary, it is Ireland's foodie capital whose clothing is adverse. Cork is known as the culinary capital of Ireland, a city where you have actively encouraged to George, and there's no better introduction to Cork's foodie scene and the fantastic English market. Cork is also called as the Rebel Country. Cork got its name the Rebel Country due to history of independence from the Viking invasions to the Irish War of Independence, when it was a scene of considerable amount of fighting. Cork Islands is among the leading cities with a speedy internet access. According to our city ranks, it is a good place to live with high ratings in business, freedom, safety, and healthcare. Located in the southwest of the country, it's Ireland's biggest countries and has the second most populous city. Not only does Cork, also known as the Rebel Country, have some terrifying dining spots and activities in the city itself, but there is no loads of fun, interesting, and magical things to do and see nearby. Number 4. Lisbon. Lisbon is a city in Ireland. It is a semi-southeastern and Belfast city centre on the River Lagan, which forms the boundary between County Antrim and County Down. Lisbon is a part of the Belfast metropolitan area. Lisbon is also known as the birthplace of Ireland's Lisbon industry, which was established in 1698. Lewis Cromanium and other Huguenots. An exhibition about the Lisbon industry is now housed in the Lisbon Centre, which can be found in the Old Market House in Market Square. Number 5. Newry. Newry is a city in Northern Ireland divided by the Clary River in countries and down 34 miles from Belfast and 67 miles from Dublin, known as the Gateway to the North. Newry sits snugly amidst the natural splendor of the Moraine Mountains and the Ring of Julian. It's the very heart of the home and St. Patrick of the borders of the Game of Thrones territory and just a short trip away from the fairy tale landscapes of Ireland's ancient East. With its very recent status, Newry's innovation appeals to all those living in Newry, benefits from the superb location that makes it a popular location and commemorates. Number 6. Belfast. Belfast is Northern Ireland's capital. It was the birthplace of the RMS Titanic, which famously struck on iceberg and sunk in 1912. This legacy is recalled in the renovated dockyard's Titanic Quarter, which includes the Titanic Belfast and aluminium-clad museum reminiscent of the ship's hull, as well as the shipbuilder Harland and Wolff's drawing offices, and the Titanic slipways, which now host open-air concerts. In the 1800s, industries in Belfast was booming, moving the shipbuilding and production curve of tobacco. The city paves the way in the world's listen industry. By the end of the 19th century, Belfast is known as the listen's capital and was nicknamed Nickelpolis. Belfast is a few positives like excellent technology, deep houses, and reasonably very good incomes, but due to things like high cost of living and low unemployment statistics, it still finds itself in the bottom half of the table of the best places to visit. Number 7. Derry. Derry, also known as the London Derry, is a city on the River Foyle in Northern Ireland. It's known for its intact 17th century Derry's walls with 7 gates. Within the walls inspired First Columns cathedrals displays artifacts from the 1868 siege of Derry. Near the Peace Bridge, the Tower Museum has city views and historical exhibits, huge stained glass, wisdom adorn. The neo-Gothic red sandstone, Green Hill, Derry is famous for its intact city walls, which was surrounded the old city, which lies on the banks of the River Foyle. This one is the Mile City Walls, are known as for example, the walled city in Europe. In 1968, the city of Derry withstood a siege for 105 days.